This year we're celebrating our 25th anniversary, our silver anniversary. The fund is made up of a very diverse group of environmentally conscious individuals from throughout Monroe County. The fund was formed in 1991, and it has one sole purpose. We are an entity that's been put together to fund environmental education programs in Monroe County. We're very fortunate, one, to live in the Pocono area, which has a wonderful ecosystem, and number two, to have a staff of people under the Monroe County Conservation District who have developed and implemented and continue to excel in teaching our students of all ages about environmental education and conservation. This program is in need of funding, and that was the realization for the creation of the Kettle Creek Fund.
Why is environmental education so important? Well, basically in Monroe County, the Conservation District deals with a lot of different environmental issues, but our program has always stressed conservation through education. And by providing educational programs for people of all ages, we hopefully will instill in them a conservation ethic and a concern for their local environment so they'll better protect it. We do that a lot of different ways. By far our most successful program, and the one we put the most time into, is our program with the local school kids. In the last 25 years, we've done about 13,000 programs for school children and reached well over 400,000 school kids. And all of those kids have been exposed to their local environment through hands-on programming. We get them outside, we put them on the trails, and the Kettle Creek Environmental Fund provides the funding that helps support those programs and provides some of the equipment that is used during those programs as well.
We've assisted the naturalist with what we call a wish list on an annual basis. Items that are really necessary that you might not think of normally. Boots for the children, rain gear for the children, projectors, specialized computer, photography equipment. All of these are essentials to the integrated programs that our staff of environmental educators do. To date, we've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have an annual raffle. We run an annual dinner, which has a silent auction and an open auction. The revenues from that dinner in round figures are annually around $35,000, which goes into totally the environmental education program.
Besides the program in itself, we've also had other accomplishments which, without the Kettle Creek Fund, wouldn't have been able to happen. Over the last 25 years, they provided funding for a lot of different facilities and equipment and resources that we use. The Environmental Education Center then itself has been paid partially from funding provided from the Kettle Creek Environmental Fund. We've also been able to expand the property here at the Kettle Creek Wildlife Sanctuary, added another 40 acres of property where we can then use for teaching areas. We have a dock on our one pond for teaching. We have a pavilion which is used for outdoor programming, and all of this was funded directly through Kettle Creek. At another one of our sites, our Misi Nature Center site, we've been doing maple sugaring programs for over 40 years. And in 2003, the Kettle Creek Environmental Fund built a brand new sugar shack and put an evaporator so we can not only produce maple syrup, but it has greatly enhanced the maple sugaring programs that we do up there for school groups and for the general public. We've been offering the Monroe County Conservation Camp for over 40 years. And each year, teenagers from the county spend a week with us at a residential camp learning all about conservation. They spend 2 days on the Delaware River. They learn from professionals in resources like forestry management and wildlife management. And this program is our longest running program.
So I started off as a camper, and the great thing with Conservation Camp is that you can come back each year and still help out the camp and bring the experience to other people that wish to get out into nature and really experience the full thing. So I came back a couple years as a counselor, and it really was a nice experience to bring the experience that I had when I was a camper to future campers that really want to push their boundaries and see where they can go through nature. And the greatest thing about it is that it isolates you from kind of the outside world, you know, from technology and from all the distractions of the world, and it lets you just really focus in on the group that you're with and the people that you're with, and really just enjoy the time that you have with the people. And it really is a bonding experience more than anything else, because I mean, I've met some of my best friends at conservation camp and have made some of the strongest bonds I have with people at conservation camp.
And we're looking forward to the future. And one of the things we did, I believe about 10 years ago, was set up an endowment fund. And the endowment fund, the purpose of that is to provide future sustainability, financial sustainability for the program. We keep looking for new ideas and new ways of raising funds, because the program has become an essential part and an integral part of our educational community.
We'd like to expand and continue and expand our programs with local school kids. We're always anxious to get into more classrooms and provide more education for those kids as well. But we also want to look to the bigger picture. We want to work with people and groups of all ages in the county. As Monroe County is such a great natural area, we want to be able to teach people more about it. We also want to maybe expand our facilities, add more trails to the system, add more equipment that we can use with the kids and the groups that we have. And the Kettle Creek Fund has given us the ability to dream big and think big along those lines because of the funding that they provide.
We want to achieve conservation through education. That's what we're here for. That's all we do, is to raise the funds that are essential to teach my children, your grandchildren. And the nice thing about teaching a child is you teach the child, he'll teach the parents about conservation.
And the bottom line has always been and always will remain, our goal is conservation through education. And the different programs we're able to offer hopefully will continue us on that goal.